It's the second last episode of Before You Weekend, guys. Full year. One full year in.
We're moving. Operating something.
It's been a while, hey?
We could actually be experienced podcasters that we can put on our LinkedIn bios now.
Yeah, we're nominated podcast.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Therefore, it can go in our bios.
Yeah. Like if you need help, call us.
Yeah.
We're here to critique and judge. And go, is that what you said? You really said that on your podcast?
What's that thing?
We listen, we don't judge.
We listen to. Did you guys?
Or something like that. I was just like, no.
Wild.
I wish it was real stuff. I think I'm struggling I'm struggling to laugh or appreciate the content because it's performed.
Yeah.
If it was real stuff, yeah.
You think the relationship video was not real?
I didn't see the first one. I just saw.
I haven't seen the first.
The one with the girls in the taxi.
No.
You didn't see
Is
it?
that why they did it?
That's okay. Craig, I could be wrong. But that was like that was like the first one. There.
What was the chat then?
Hey, they were chatting some other stuff like I'm sleeping with my sister's husband.
I wouldn't.
I'm like
dispute that.
They don't look like they're lying to each other.
Because they say, what's the line again? Sorry.
We listen, we don't judge.
Yeah, so we listen, we don't judge. Then she says, I'm sleeping with my sister's husband. Then the other one said, listen to it, we don't judge. I am 22 and I have 2 kids and I've had 2 abortions. I'm like, yo, hectic. I forgot what the third one said, but she said something hectic. Yeah, I don't know. I'm 50-50 about it. I kind of believe that one was like, it's one of those things like it's gonna pass as content, but there's a lot of truth sitting in this here content.
I want the relationship version. And I feel like many people will be single this December if they did that.
Many people are going to be single regardless.
I mean, relationships are going on annual leave, you know.
But Sunday, it's finished, it's gone.
It's annual leave.
People
like,
are
I've been
leaving.
good, I've been faithful, I haven't done anything wrong. Look at my phone. And and I was like, give me a break. This is a hard time.
You've mentioned that before. Do you think people would start to get into this thing where let's have a discussion about it? Like, Mntwami, you're going to wherever you're going, I'm going to wherever I'm going. Vele, that's what we know. It's going to happen anyway.
Or like visa conversations.
Visa conversations.
December
but it's like
visa.
It's like visa. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people in relationships in their 20s, maybe 20s or emerging 20s,
that didn't have an open relationship before.
Tiki, what's emerging 20s?
Like 19, 20, they just matriculated.
You must just jump onto that train. It's moving.
Because corporate South Africa understands is like emerging 20s.
You're just making shit up.
I'm in an emerging relationship. Emerging is the key word for 2025.
It's just
you know, I'm in
between.
You're not in between jobs. I'm emerging into occupation. You know.
I mentioned that. Shout out. I would like.
That actually makes sense for stuff I go through.
What's that?
Yeah, emerging, because anything can happen at that stage.
You know, when they get because you're emerging.
Yeah, you're not stable.
You know what emerging markets look like.
Yeah, like it's very
we're speaking very
volatile, very hopeful.
You're selling hope at this stage.
Selling hope.
You're selling all the hope.
2-3 months out.
Yeah, I don't think the 30s and up would do that. 20s maybe.
They wouldn't like outwardly say.
They wouldn't but then it's not open.
Yeah, it's not open.
What if they're the 30 and above?
Which is weird because I think the older you get, the more honest you are about yourself.
I think
that's true.
Like, if you look at Quincy Jones, young, and you hear all his interviews as he gets older, he becomes more honest and it's more brutal. He doesn't care if it hurts. Like, you need to know this now.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering,
I mess with that.
If you're like in your 30s, 40s, do you not go, let's be honest. Because I've had this conversation with one of my colleagues before that you can't be everything to your person. That's not real. That doesn't exist. You can be the best you are to the person.
You're my everything.
It's
my
not a real
world.
thing. Yeah.
Can't breathe without you because you're oxygen.
Like I think
stop dashing our dreams, okay? Like just
like I think it's a beautiful thing to want to give everything to someone.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But you can't be everything because as humans you have a different eye. You like different things. You layer it, and that's the thing we've got to accept as human beings.
The day a long-term partner comes to me, and says, listen, I believe we're very layered. I'll just know that this thing is going to gag. because
Then, if you're out there, that's what you say on your Tinder bios this December. I am layered,
please
I'm
just
layered and committed.
speaking about Tinder, I helped my ex with his profile. And I realized that if I was to come across...
Wait, are you talking about the father of your kids?
I've got one ex. Nobody else.
But you're talking about the father of your kids? Is he your ex or is he like baby daddy? But like...
Baby daddy ki what?
Oh.
Baby daddy is like somebody who you had a kid with. We were married.
You didn't need to do that. Just
but
let
like,
her answer.
It's a question though. What do you mean?
No, ex. Carry on.
Ex.
Yeah, ex. Sharp.
Okay. So I was like, what are you on about? You know? Let me just see if I had to come across your profile if I was gonna swipe.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, sure, check it out. And I looked at it and I was like, bruh, no way in hell and I promise you, there's no way in hell I would have swiped. No way. That would have been, which side is it, left or right, when you like a person? Right, maybe. It makes sense that it'll be right. So left.
Yeah, it's right. I think it's
yeah.
Right.
So like immediate. The pictures, like I did a whole audit and I was just like, okay, first of all, your profile, your pictures are swag, right?
Wow.
These aren't, don't use these pictures. And then what you're saying in your profile is like, yeah, but that's the truth. I'm like, you don't say stuff like that.
Okay, so let's pause right there. So before we even get into the real stuff, tell the men, if they want to optimize their Tinder bios for December, what are the top 3 things they need to prioritize?
As if I would know, but anyway, we're in tis the season to be jolly, right? So now don't there with your office stuff and whatever. I want to see.
Change profile picture.
Change your profile picture.
Give us beach vibes.
Beach vibes.
Give us.
Make me wonder.
Yeah, give us Dubai.
Really?
You understand?
Yeah, make me like wonder, like show me how good it could get. Yeah, I don't want to see you in the office because
she said
then
lie to me.
Lie to me, yes, because that's
you don't want to
life.
see office photos because office is just the
That's
person has a
December,
job.
Not good December.
not
No,
December
guys.
time.
Because you want to know
Come with the suits.
January is going back to work.
Okay,
You don't want to know that.
Truth, but then
no. But in her defense, that's not what's happening in December. December, no one's looking for the relationship. That's what she's also saying.
yeah, you're not
So
looking for
I
long
don't care if
term.
you're
You're
wearing
just
a suit or
Solanka.
uniform during
Yeah, and
the
then in
year.
the back of your head, when you come back to see his profile in Jan or Feb, you're going to realize he has been unemployed for 5 years.
Did it affect me in December?
Well,
No.
you mess
No.
with the broke nigga.
Well,
And that
lucky.
that affects the reputation of a woman. Like, oh, he's been broke.
I
My
don't
gosh.
agree with that,
Hey,
but-
anyway,
You speak, Ellen.
What are the things they need
I'm
to sort
trying
of...
to like get it up, but you're just like reading me for full. So, show me how good it can get. Like, you know, change your profile, make sure that it's holiday friendly. Try and be nice. I don't know how to portray. It's cheesy, but if you've got like a picture, I hate pictures with friends. Because people like doing that. Every single picture is like, it's just a group of people. So I'm just like, inni, mini, miny, mo. And then I'm falling for Michael. And then it's only Mickey. And I'm just like, yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. So try and show what it is that you do during your downtime. Because we don't have money. We can't be going out every single day, right?
Take
Every single
pictures
week.
while I'm reading.
Yeah, just something outside
Next
of
to a bike.
Men
outside
don't take those photos though.
hiking.
What?
So
It's also as men, we also gotta admit, it's also kind of weird when you see them. Like I cringe when I see men put roll on their TikTok. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Why are you cringing?
Why are you cringing?
Why do we need to see that a man is putting on roll on?
Showing hygiene and his
How good is
practices
part
are
of
good.
the content?
Guys.
Yeah. It's part of content. Get
If
ready
you're
with me.
media
What are you
man,
doing?
Like, yeah, that concept where men are making beds and putting roll on and guys, come on. You are old now.
wrong
You're supposed
with
to
it?
do this. This doesn't need to be content. This is called being a human being.
No, yes, we were supposed to do it, but nobody does it like
Yo, TK.
some of the men out there.
No,
like they
TK.
properly have this
So
thing
they oil
down.
their bodies up, wear silk pants.
Yes.
Bruh.
Why don't you have silk pants?
I wanna
Because I'm being an adult.
You have
it's
silk
good for your
pants.
bejangles, actually. Satin and silk is very good for your bejangles.
You understand?
So
And I need to re-up.
Here you are in a jean pant.
All right, guys, let's get started.
Commando.
Let's get started.
You watching before you weekend. You watching before you weekend. You watching before you weekend. Hey, you watching before you weekend.
We'll talk about the week before it ends.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Before You Weekend. This is the second last episode, episode 59. As you can see, we're not in AMP Studios,
sir.
but we had to make sure that we are not like the government. We believe in service delivery. So
Come on now.
we're here by fire, by force. Just know,
Giving Gates and McKenzie. Understand?
just know that after 60, don't call, don't DM. But watch the old stuff that you haven't watched, please.
Yeah.
Because we need your support for
Catch
what we're
up.
trying to do in 2025. It's been a long, tiring, busy week for many.
Yep.
How are you guys feeling about this week?
Man, it's yay. November is the Thursday of the year. Right? And you know how Thursdays are. Like Wednesday is hopeful because we can see the weekend. But Thursday is that day that just doesn't end. And that's a problem for me because it's been, so it's been a long month. It's been a long year. But weirdly enough, when you look back, it's like it was January now. And I think the last time we were talking about like our goals and stuff and hitting some of, whatever we had planned for the year.
Yeah.
And you can then see how fast it went because maybe you didn't get to stuff and, all of that stuff. So I don't know, man. I wanted to finish, but at the same time, I'm just like, give me some more time. A little bit more time.
Your year's starting. Your new year actually starts in December.
It started in October.
I was saying this to somebody. I'm like, for me, it's my timelines have just become continuous. Like, I don't really go 2025,
Yeah.
2020. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's continuous because this year you just try to push as much as possible, and
Yeah.
then you kind of keep momentum going into the next year too. But then the conversation I was having was like, I feel like your birthday is the real mark of whatever the next year conversation, because most of your goals are really personal goals.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's different for like corporates, which also, with that being said, corporate year ends are all in Feb, March, pretty much. Right? So, yeah, for me, saying, yo, I can't wait for the one or whatever, it's not really like, or like, for the year to end.
But for where you are, the level of your busyness, and shout out to the successful year you guys have had.
Thank you,
as a
appreciate
brand. The level of your busyness, primarily, yes, it starts in October. The wave starts in October because it's a season change, winter to spring. There's that environment. But the December, and for those who do watch this outside of South Africa, the energy in South Africa in December feels like it's a new year for South Africans. There's a different energy that kicks in immediately at the end of November.
Yeah.
And I feel like for where you are, that's why I'm saying that's why it's a new year for you, because technically, borderline every day, you don't even go home.
So when you say New Year, you mean like the New Year's
31st
Eve?
kind of.
What's relaxing for us is work for you,
Yeah.
but it's like the work is also fun.
Yeah, this is the biggest month of the year.
Yeah.
In our line of work. Definitely. This is peak. Proper like playoffs, last stretch, fourth quarter energy, like literally like that. Yeah.
You can hear who came from America, hey? Because now we're talking about playoffs
I've always spoken like that.
And in 2027 we're doing Super Bowl, but don't worry about that. We'll talk about-
Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
Yeah. But definitely right now, it's up. And look, South Africa being one of the easily top 5 groove nations in the world.
Yeah.
December in South Africa is a whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I have people we spoke to a couple of people that are actually coming.
That you guys are hosting just to experience.
No, we're not hosting. No, we'll be working.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
hosting
You know
anymore.
what?
But they obviously just like, yo, when we land, please let us know where to go.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? My colleagues actually watch this podcast. I think I know they're planning. They want to know. Some of them ask TK, where can we go? You're asking the wrong guy. I like the TV
Staying
and
at
the
home.
bed. What? Where do you want me to take you? I'll take you to church. If you want strip club, we'll go to church and the strip club.
Oh,
what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? I can take you there.
And you'll drop them off. You won't even like enter. You'll be like, you see, just around that corner. Go ahead.
Ask for Mary.
Go ahead. You're not entering because your battery already is on low. Like it started being low. It started blinking and flashing in October.
Yeah.
So
So
was
you're
supposed
not.
to come out the other day. What happened? This guy just went MIA.
Bruh.
Yeah. Day before, yo, let's do it. I was like, yeah,
I got
Day
a
off.
message from work saying, how far is this? I was like,
day off.
battery flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe we should do some social thing because they like you guys. They're like, someone sent me a meme saying, this reminds me of Calvin when I watch you guys speak.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
someone said,
that's nice.
this looks like Ellen. Like, people really watch you guys. And I didn't know
Yeah.
that there are secret supporters. Sorry.
Nah, shut up. But I think that's also been my experience throughout the year. I think just hearing the feedback from everybody.
Yeah.
But I think just the depth of feedback from just a certain percentage or a certain group of like our audience, where I've had conversations with people where they analyze our like the different characters that we are on the podcast. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you guys are watching like that?
Like that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
cool.
dope. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And yeah, so I think that's really cool. Like even hearing other people from other countries.
Yeah, I hate being compared to someone who's really wild and unhinged. Go, yeah, you would ask this question. I don't ask questions like that. My things are more intricate.
Excuse me.
I think about the deeper aspects.
TK,
I
you
don't
from
ask
people.
unhinged things.
There are
Guys,
people here.
You don't ask unhinged.
it's not unhinged, it's calculated. Because I think about the other side of whatever thing we're thinking about.
TK, they're judging you right now.
Please come to my defense.
They're judging
They're
you.
with me every week and they don't believe me.
It's not that we don't believe you. We know you. Like we sit there and we just like, oh my god. and you just let it rip and they're like, okay, we're here
Look,
now.
we're 20 minutes in and I have said nothing about black people, white people.
But
Yet.
it's not like yet.
We're just waiting for it.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Okay, let's get the elephant out the room. Let's get it.
No, we should go.
Let's no.
No, because we're gonna argue. We're gonna definitely disagree.
We're not
You're not,
arguing.
I don't think you're gonna argue this time.
No, we're not
I
arguing.
thought about it like at home and I was just like, this is gonna be good.
We're not arguing. There's nothing to argue about. There's
So
nothing to argue
Drake has
about.
decided to be a weak ass
Tail-
bitch.
Wow.
Tail between
So it's
his
the same, but
legs.
I'm gonna swear this last 2 episodes and then
And then
it
we'll
will
be
be
back
clean.
again.
You know, I was saying to Ellen, I was like, because she was like, you guys had the conversation and we didn't even know that the project was dropping after our chat.
Yeah.
So the project drops, I go, all right, okay, cool. Then, TK's
Having a little O session.
The A&R of TK's Kendrick Lamar's secret A&R.
Yes.
This guy.
Actually.
Right,
yeah.
so he's A&Ring the whole project to us. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give it a listen. I give it a listen. I'm like, okay, I have no qualms with it. I have no solid opinion on it. I have no qualms with it. It exists. Shout out. It's doing its thing, most definitely. Yo,
And then your boy.
2 days after.
We tried to help.
I crossed fingers that was like
I
just
hope
some
it wasn't,
made up headline, whatever. Drake dropping a lawsuit against UMG and Spotify for gassing up Not Like Us. I'm just like, bro, come on, bro. On your own time, we're busy here. We're dealing with serious things here. Do it secretly by yourself. So, right now, Kendrick's doing his thing.
So this is what's confusing, that he had the gall to think about going that route. Is if you go back,
Excuse me.
I guess even during the pandemic, every time Drake dropped, he's across every playlist. He's got the spread on Spotify. You go to the website, Drake on everything. Apparently, someone posted a screenshot on Twitter saying he's even on a gospel playlist. So if you're gonna do that and go, oh, you're inflating Kendrick's numbers. Now we have to scrutinize everything where your name is attached.
Yeah.
So here's my chat on it. I know, and it's just that this thing is coming out very slow. The chat is less about the Kendrick chat, by actual fact, right? And because he doesn't have any issues. Not doesn't have any issues. He doesn't have any direct business with Spotify by actual fact.
Yep.
He does have direct business with Apple and UMG, right? So I think the Kendrick chat is in there, but it's not the main chat as well. Because if you think about it, it's like there isn't a leg on, there's no leg for you to stand on to say, well, Spotify, you gassing up thingy song or whatever. It's in their right, it's their platform. But where Apple is concerned, quote unquote, he can on the basis of the partnership that they have. So when I saw that, I was like, Spotify, that doesn't make sense. The only thing I was cringing about is the fact that this was coming out when the album just dropped, bro.
Yeah.
Just wait, just let.
Yeah, we're not gonna hear you now.
Yeah, that was my only. But he does have. There's a whole issue where the business of everything is concerned, because he's in a different business pocket with Universal and Apple. He's in a whole different pocket. And I watched this other chat where somebody highlighted and reminded me as well that Apple Music also has as part of the Super Bowl halftime show chat as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, they pay for it.
Yeah. So I can see how, Drake has beef with Apple on that context, but yeah, man, what a horrible timing, man. Horrible timing. Yeah, so shout out.
I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to process that move, because
Which move, sorry?
Drake's move, because timing wise, you're already in a lose situation and you're making it worse. Like the momentum of the respect you were losing has now doubled. Because remember we had that argument. You're like when I said, do you feel like they're going too far? And you said, what do you mean too far?
No, I still stand on that. Yeah, I still stand.
And I was like, Drake.
Yeah.
You did what you did. You got your AI, Puck, and Snoop. You did everything, and then Kendrick gave you what you wanted. He responded. Now you're mad that he responded with a hit diss track. That's
debatable,
global.
but okay, cool.
Okay.
No.
It was going so nicely. Like I was like,
A&R people say that.
yeah.
Kendrick's A&R team say that.
And now you're concerned with what it's doing, and whether, I know people are speculating that he's trying to make sure it doesn't get performed at the Super Bowl, whatnot. I can't say anything about that, but it's why would you not just focus on the music? You're still the most streamed artist in the world. Yes, Kendrick dropped a great album, and he's got everyone screaming mustard, beautiful stuff. You're still okay. You can chill, disappear, come back 5 months after the Super Bowl and release 10 back-to-back club bangers. What's wrong? Why do you still, why is this bothering you so much?
Which is, you see, because now that's the question and conversation I was like thinking about. And then part of my thought process was also like, then on the other side, maybe Aubrey's sitting somewhere and actually has no issues with this, and it's media doing media the same way they did to Kanye. That he ended up.
I hear you. I disagree. I think it was the braids, and I think it was moved.
Okay.
It was the braids.
I just
Guys, be careful with men with cornrows in 2024.
like.
Because no, on one end, that's what I was thinking about. Because I'm like, he knows how big he is. He knows. It's like, that's why I use Kanye's example, because Kanye knew that he's big enough to be like, forget the media chats, I'll run my own media chats pretty much. Because the media chats that were going out for the longest time, this is the period where the narrative Kanye's gone crazy. That's the period I'm talking about. That it was Kanye was nowhere saying anything, but they were running this campaign and narrative very solidly for us to, for the majority to be really convinced that Kanye has lost his mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only for him to calmly come back and say, yo, I didn't lose my mind. I was going through a depression. I was going through a mental meltdown. I needed a break. I checked myself in.
Yeah.
They put me on some weird drugs. And I felt it was a little bit scary, so I took some time away. I bought Wyoming, and I was away from the city and the hype. And I got to calm down. I got to spend time with my family. And then things started calming down, whatever the case is. Then I realized that Soy was right, actually, that I can do it, right? Because I was in the middle of the noise.
Yeah.
And then I went and I did it myself, and now here we are. Yeezy as a brand, which is still not spoken about today, is one of the biggest brands in the world right now.
Yeah.
Easily top 3 with Nike and Adidas. So hence I was like, if you know media well, you know that there is that aspect as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we're running with whatever chance we can run with to fuel this other thing. And meanwhile, because I remember the Drake and Meek conversation too, where we were all running Drake is bodying Meek, oh my gosh, da 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 da. And then it came out in the interview, hey I lost 2 of my friends during that time. I wasn't even in the conversation.
Yeah.
The internet was interneting while I was real lifing. And so there's also that part too. But in a narrative right now, the boy's definitely catching the L the same way Meek caught it, pretty much. And it's almost like, I guess, in the debate of it really is like, okay, why, I guess, quote unquote, why isn't he doing anything about it? Or what is he going to do about it? Or, you get what I'm saying? So there is that. I think that's a real thought process too, to be like, he is that big. Like, when the conversation ends, I was saying this to somebody who in the middle of the club, and we're having these, because the song came on, and he's like, what do you think? I'm like, look, in the spectrum of this whole conversation, when it's all said and done, this is a moment on the timeline, and this guy's still going down as one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you can talk about Wacko Jacko, you can, but that's Michael freaking Jackson.
Yeah.
That's Michael Jackson.
Well, also our generation will never understand the beef between Prince and Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate.
Do you guys know the story with Mike wanted to feature Prince on, is it a song called Bad? I think it's Bad.
I think I know.
And so Michael was done with his part. He sent the verse to Prince. Flip, I forgot what the opening line is. The opening line is what made Prince go, no. Flip.
I can't remember the song. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Let me see if I can quickly
See
find
if
it.
you can find it. Yeah, that, excuse me. Somebody said, y'all think the Pocket Biggie was bad? Y'all know Michael Jackson and Prince beef?
So the first line on Bad is, your butt is mine.
Yeah.
Your butt is mine.
Yes.
And Prince is like, no. What?
He said your butt is mine.
Yes. But it sounds melodic. It sounds cool. Like, your butt is mine. It's a
What
really.
is the context? What is he saying? I didn't know he was saying.
No one is gonna go to 80s and 90s lyrics and go, what were you saying?
No, but
He was just like, I've got your ass.
No Diddy. He needs
No.
right after that. No Diddy. Like, what's
your
the
butt is
next line?
mine. Just show your face in broad daylight. I'm telling you who I feel.
That's the context.
Gonna hurt your mind. Don't shoot to kill. Shimon. Yeah, it's written as Shimon. Now I know how it's spelled. Lay it on me. I'm giving you a count. Oh, he's saying I'm giving you a count to 3.
Is he talking about a Han or what is he talking about? Man? What's that?
He just
thinking-
wrote lyrics.
Your butt
Leave
is
my
No.
king alone.
If
You
you
guys
say
will
your
not
butt
do
is
this.
mine, it means you're gonna get it and not in that way. It's gonna
You
be.
see,
hold
exactly.
on. It's gonna be like, I got your ass in terms of like artist to artist.
You think that's what he's trying to say? That,
That
if
is
Prince said
exactly-
yes to this, no.
No. That first bit there shows that it's artist to artist, and then Prince was just like, other people aren't gonna think of it in that way. They're just gonna say that you want to be with me.
Nah. Let me try to find the chorus.
If you read the whole
the chorus,
first
because
part,
I'm bad.
bad.
I'm trying to find. It doesn't look like it's a
Because it was sort of like a dance-off kind of thing.
Yes.
but I
kind
The
of
video
vibe.
was like that, yeah.
Exactly. So that sort of like said,
it was a corner.
this gang against this gang.
So there's supposed to be Michael Jackson versus Prince,
Exactly.
and then Chris Brown and Drake did it. Iconic, just to squash their beef.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's dope. That's the connection. So Chris Brown and they did the Michael Jackson and Prince. What was supposed to happen? They actually, because Drake is in his line he says, I don't know if you actually know this, I am Michael Jackson. Do you know that Drake
He shouldn't have.
bought?
Oh, and that song I like. You only live twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you actually know. I am Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I'm only one going platinum. Yeah.
Because he bought some of Mike's unreleased stuff.
There's unreleased songs.
Yeah, the guy smart. Drake, Aubrey Graham. But anyway.
No, I can't support you if you light skin.
Yeah, for a second he was like, yeah, but I can't say that. No, he ain't.
That's
No, he
probably-
ain't.
I shouldn't be joking about this, but that's probably how the president of Israel is like, no, but you killing people. Yeah.
And then?
No, but people are dying in the millions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And fortunately now there's a warrant for his arrest, which I don't know why it took so long.
For the president of Israel.
Yeah. It took so long. And now they're saying, now we must get him arrested. After how much damage did it take for you to realize?
But they're not gonna arrest that guy.
They won't arrest him.
Yeah, it makes much
They're just here to say,
That's
he
like
must get arrested.
That's like arresting the Pope for
just-
doing funny things.
Oh no, they can. The Pope,
Paper
sexual
trail.
allegations are coming out hard about
Which
that.
Pope has been arrested today?
I don't know about that. Haven't the last 3 popes have had similar
I
things?
don't know. I didn't say they didn't have scandal. I said which Pope has been arrested. That's what I asked.
That's the whole point there.
No Pope has been arrested.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
You can say what you want to say, but
exactly.
Is it that hard
It's
to
like the
arrest faith figures?
Which American president has been arrested?
Wasn't Nixon? Didn't Nixon get arrested?
No.
He just got ousted or whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, I thought Nixon got arrested.
No.
I mean, Zuma got arrested.
Do you think Zuma
For
got
2
arrested?
days.
Do you think Zuma got arrested? Tige, I want you to think about it.
Look at the riot that happened in KZN.
No. I'm not saying the riot didn't happen. I'm asking, do you
Was
think
he?
Jacob Zuma was in a jail cell, in a prison, in a correctional service?
Probably in a holding cell.
Holding cell. Jacob Zuma. TK, come on. You.
where?
Oh my
where?
gosh. You're
Where?
underestimating the power.
How much of
Jacob Galegise Zuma. You
Telling me he sat in his man and said, guys, cause a riot quickly.
Huh?
Jacob Mang?
That nigga did not leave.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
what did you call him?
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
As we end this year, what did you call Zuma?
When you guys decide to descend upon Joburg,
Okay, wine. Thank you very much.
you want this man. Leave the rest of us.
No, that's his second name. It is. Yeah.
Is it?
Let me show you.
Yes, it's not Gadlegile.
Hey, listen. That's the whole man. That's the whole.
Gedlehlekisa.
Yeah, you said it. You get me? Everybody knows what I was saying. Everybody, you all know what I was talking about, right?
Wait, what?
Cool.
I'm not going to say it again. It came out right the first time. I can't do it
I've
again.
never heard the name.
Gedlehlekisa.
That's his actual name.
No, it's his second name.
It's his second
You thought
name.
I was making up names.
Okay, guys. The white to me is gonna come out.
Let's go. All right.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay, no. We're all three gonna say it, and then
Gedle-
you guys will tell us who said it the right way. Go.
Can Jacob Kisa Zuma come to the stage, please? Just like
Yeah, that's his whole.
Bazonshaya.
Read like the news.
Let me just drop. Oh. Jacob Gedlehlekisa Zuma.
Damn.
Don't mess with me now. Don't mess with me.
That sounded a little bit more accurate. I need you to just remember what you just said right now. You feel me? Because I'm like, that southern accent. You know what I'm saying? We got Jacob Gezali Kisa Zuma in the building. Yeah, give him a beat one time.
one time of mine. Any Zulu woman.
Yeah, old Zulu woman from the
He's
motherland.
single, you need me husband?
From the motherland, you feel me? That's Jay-Z from the motherland.
Damn.
Yeah, that's his actual,
Yeah,
you
that's
didn't
his
know
name.
that?
No.
Yeah, but anyway.
And it was your president.
Yo, you think that man was in a holding cell?
I would think so. Cyril has a thing against him.
No, that man's too powerful, boy. Wait, you know when you watch the movies, right? When you watch the movies and then they say the president or whichever important person, another person sitting in their house, Pablo Escobar style, that's Jay-Z. That's this guy. That guy was sitting in Radla. That's where.
So he just sends a WhatsApp message to someone saying initiate.
No, you see that one most definitely because like, that came. It came from more so the reaction of like, not even the people, but like his close circle type of thing. But it's not far-fetched that you're just like, yo, and then like, yo, we're gonna cause this thing so that this thing, you know what I'm saying?
Also, those people they're not like us.
They're not
You understand? they they aren't like us.
We will ass up like a fresh pack of za.
There was no need for that. Absolutely no need.
It's a spirit.
I already I fit into this chat with a one-liner, so please just let me have my shine. But like legit, you can't. We will be dragged out of the office. Full view of everybody. The CEO will be dragged out of the office, right? But there's certain people where there's a conversation that'll be had.
Yes.
So it's like, listen, this is where you are right now. This is what we need to do. What are our options? And then his people will talk to those people.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, you'll tell me when you're done.
Yep.
And they have a conversation and they're like, okay, what we've come to the decision of is that you will stay home. You are not seen anywhere, you're not doing you just stay home. Or we'll take you to a designated place. You can move around freely, you can whatever,
And he
you're
was
living your
not in
life.
jail.
He wasn't in jail.
When they did that when they showed the cars, former President Jacob Zuma is now being driven into, I was laughing.
Tell me,
"You
in the
think
jail
Jacob
cells
Zuma is
there.
in the-" Come on, guys. Come on.
Because convicts are hearing.
Come on.
We know that they've got the devices,
That's
right?
very high profile.
They're hearing that this man is coming to one of our. There's no way. There's no way.
So it's like in America, what is it? Is it Lehman Brothers? The bank that closed? Those guys were not arrested. Nowhere did they come out publicly. Ain't nowhere. Those guys, they disappeared. That's when you watch. There's a movie I love. It's called Money Never Sleeps. What is it called again? Wall Street. There we go.
Yeah.
You see how when things are hitting the fan, how they do the meetings and things like that. Because remember, most of the stuff is most accurate. They don't
Yeah.
all the way, but
Yeah.
most accurate. Yeah. So when like yo TK, your bank, you're messing up. It's about to close down. How are we solving this? And they're all sitting there, all 10 banks, all the biggest banks, the Reserve Bank, the President Rep, or whatever the case is, because all the banks basically essentially form part of the financial department of the country. So now we need to decide, are we saving TK or does TK need to die out? Does anybody have the capacity to buy TK and keep him afloat, whatever, because TK's bank crashing does affect the market, especially if it's one of the top big banks, because you're sitting in this room type of conversation. And it's like, okay, cool. Nah, we're not saving this bank, but because of whatever the case is, your assets are going to be moved to Ellen, you're going to buy his assets like this and this. We're going to let you crash because you've been messing up, whatever the case is. We've given you chances. Now's your 5th chance or whatever the case is. But we're not going to arrest you in public. You're going to get whatever the case is. We're going to drag Lehman Brothers through the media. You're going to just sneak out through the back, grab your millions, don't chat about it, whatever. If anything, you'll sit on Jimmy's board and keep a low profile. Like that. That's power, guys. At another level. We don't know about that.
We don't,
like
yeah.
Jalen says, you'll get dragged out here, my brother, in the streets. Right now. Yeah. Jay-Z's never seen a cell, my boy. Well, okay, when he was fighting Conto Caesar.
Yeah.
He was in exile. He was never in jail. Did he go to jail? He was in exile.
No,
He's
he
never
could've.
experienced jail.
No, he could have. Most of the niggas have seen. Not saying he got to.
He's got a book, right? I haven't read his book though.
Nah, not that I know of. No, I mean, he probably does.
Would it be grammatically correct?
TK.
You're watching before you weekend.
So coming off age. Come off the age chat. Mike Tyson has announced that he's now officially retiring.
Did not say he's gonna continue. Or he wants to just have fun
This was
exhibitions.
yesterday. Yeah, he said.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah, he said he's cool. He's done. It's been great. But it makes sense though. He's 60. You can't exhibit too much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can appreciate. The one thing I can appreciate is seeing a person in that age making the choice to stay fit. Because I think we are from the generation who've seen parents, uncles, or aunts not look after themselves when they get that age.
Yeah.
Because they think, oh, but I'm old.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but I see 70-year-olds jogging or taking walks.
Yeah.
Why are you not at least doing that?
Yeah.
And I appreciated that. Oh no, I'm gonna be in the gym. even now, like I work out like regularly now, and I intentionally go at awkward times just because it's empty. But at the empty times, it's old people working out. And it's like, okay.
Interesting.
What?
So what's wrong with my parents? What are you doing? And I say, oh, you see my toe? No, get up.
Yeah.
Masapo.
Now my dad told me that one. It's something that he said that will probably forever stay with me. He said as soon as you start saying you're old, your body starts catching up with you. So the trick is you gotta keep moving at a minimum. You gotta keep moving. So my dad, you'll see it, my dad's very active. My dad don't sit for nothing. He's walking around the yard. Saturday, sun's out, that man's in the garden, sweating.
Yeah.
Bro, relax. Nah. He'll take a walk, around the block, or he'll take a walk like, oh, no. I know they're building houses, I just went to go see them. That's how they that side, you know? So he keeps at it. I tell guys right now, like, because my dad, like, I got into basketball because my father was a basketball coach. He owned a team in Atteridgeville.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, him and his friend passed away. But my dad right now, you pass him the ball, you go one-on-one, no, you'll sweat, you'll break a sweat. Well, homeboy's over 60, you're gonna break a sweat. I can tell you, I promise you that now. Doesn't matter, you will.
I love seeing that.
Yeah.
I get frustrated when I look at particularly our people, like as black people.
Yeah.
This whole giving up. It's like, but your brain is working. Because when I have a conversation with you, you can analyze and you can see holes through a story. If you're able to do that, you can find opportunities in a business or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I get irritated hearing men, particularly men also over like their 50s or 60s, saying how great they were, or I still have connections. So why aren't you using them? Why are you still sitting here in Mamelodi when you could be in Centurion? With everything you said and everyone you're connected to, why are you still here?
That thing is crazy, actually. It's crazy because I've watched guys like with very intense connections and relationships do nothing. And I'm like, I don't get it.
Isn't that a reckoning though? Because I don't believe that if you legit have those connections and you are who you say you are, you'll be where you are right now. So the minute I say, I've got connections, what about Daimani, what, it's great for the chat when we just chilling, you know, we're having drinks and whatever, because it puts me at a certain level.
Yeah.
But then now, if I have to now come out and say, this is what I did to mess up my life. This is what I did to, when the other guys were taking risks and doing things and making moves, I said, nah, guys, see.
I would respect people who do that, who are able to come out and say, I buried my talent. It's the parable of the talent.
But who's gonna say it?
Yeah.
People aren't willing to say that, I know TK. I used to run with TK. And the reason I'm not where TK is right now is because I messed up. I didn't believe. I didn't work hard. I just messed it up. You know, nobody wants to do that. Their age, our age. You look at your peers and you're like, man.
But you're exposing something a little deeper, because I look at someone like, I guess I have to be open here, like my mom, for example, as a kid and as a teenager. And moms generally do this because I think a lot of us relate to this, that whole you can be whatever you want. But I look at the jobs my mom did, and it's like, you believe that because you didn't do that. You believe I can be whatever I want because you didn't take the risk when you could. And perhaps, yes, apartheid, whatever else. But now you're at a place where you're in the suburbs, and I guess perhaps you have a husband who's kind of alleviating some of the pressure of... And you didn't take the chance when you could.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm saying that now, not even judging, just like being older. It's like, why didn't you take the chance when you could? Why didn't you go to that class?
It's not being judgmental or whatever, because like that's the same conversation I had with my mother. Like right a couple of years ago, right in the beginning when I started, the company before it became Silver Mercy, essentially, but what is now Silver Mercy as an agency. My mother said, and I was literally coming out of the, working at the church and everything. And my mother said, yo, go do it. But her words are, I don't want you to end up like me. That's what she says. Because I'm in this thing. I've been doing this for 20-something odd years.
Yeah.
But I also have responsibilities so I can't just walk away from it. Even though now in hindsight, I have a bit more confidence to do something else, but life doesn't allow me to. So do your thing and land where you want to actually land, right? I think we also got to talk about the fact that, just the times are two different times completely.
Yeah.
Like our parents were in the study, get a job, raise a family, done.
Yeah.
But our parents lived long enough to see the era of you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas for some, then it's two sides of the coin. They either don't get it and feel like, what is this thing where it feels like you guys are confused and have no direction? Versus the snap, there's now more opportunities that people can get into. I wish I was younger in this time. Because then I could have been the fashion designer, I could have been the painter, I could have been, you know what I'm saying? Because that's when you hear older people say, you guys have it good.
Yeah.
Because you can literally take your passion and make money off it. Whereas back in that time, my father literally quoted, verbatim on some, dancing is just a hobby.
Yeah.
He was on some, yo, don't get it twisted, this dancing thing is cool, but it's a hobby.
Yeah. What's going to come out
You know what
of
I'm saying? But now, fast forward, there are guys on TikTok making money off dancing.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah.
I have professional dancer friends that do choreos for the biggest artists, the biggest shows in this country. They live off it, period.
Yeah.
Yes, it might not be the easiest, but also I don't think, sometimes, and this is what I say to them when I have chats with them, I'm like, also don't make it seem like somebody that's in a different 9 to 5 has it easier, because they have a different, expense list or different lifestyle that you have no context to. But it's not like just because they, you making, let's just say hypothetically, you making 20,000 in a month and they make it maybe double, like 40, they have it easier, because there's also that notion as well sometimes, But yeah, it's interesting that same conversation my father was having back then, fast forward now, people are living and making money off dancing in South Africa, right? So it's the times thing that I was just highlighting.
I guess it's also like, it's I don't even know what the word is, but it's the gift of seeing the opportunity even when it doesn't look like it's there. Like, for example, you and I had this conversation, it's probably when we were in the church still.
Probably.
The idea of YouTube channels becoming networks.
Yeah.
Before anyone.
Yeah, that was your idea, just by the way.
Before even Americans touched it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this already.
Yeah.
And now it's like, they had the money, so of course they can move faster and forward now.
Yeah.
But this is something I've been thinking about. It's like, okay, now the South African people are like, okay, let's create a network.
Yeah.
And I think some people, I guess it's a gift for some people, but other people are afraid of taking chances like that. And I lean into the risk of the unknown. I love the unknown. I want to fail quickly, so I know, okay, that didn't work. People didn't like it. Let me try it again. A lot of people are afraid of that first draft, because they're afraid of everyone going, so disrespectful, you hurt me, or that's disgusting, why would you? That's the best thing to lean into the failure. If you don't enjoy the failure, you won't know what progress feels like.
I hear that.
I never look for success first go. It would be nice, but I don't. I feel like if you lean for success first and you get it, red flag, because the moment the obstacle comes, it's gonna hurt. You won't have the capacity or the maturity to understand how to navigate the hurt or the obstacle.
Funny, I was in a meeting just yesterday, and somebody was just sharing, just on a personal chat, they have a younger sibling, not a younger sibling, sorry, a younger family member who's excelling in different things. You know, she's young, she's small, or lighting change down.
You're watching before you weekend.
So I was in this meeting yesterday actually, and somebody just shared a personal chat with us. They've got a younger family member that's really doing like the most. She wins trophies, awards. She starts a new activity, she excels in it or whatever. And the chat was like her mother is worried that she doesn't know what failure feels like. And I said that's a real chat.
Yeah.
And I said the mother needs to put the child in a position. She needs to set up the child to fail, because what she was saying, and shout out to the mother. The mother was like, I feel like I'm happy for my child, that she's this great human that gets things and is, you know, killing it. But I needed to learn how to navigate failure now and not catch this later and then it breaks her, it ends her, because then it's like I failed.
She doesn't have to handle
foreign
it.
concept.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, shout out to her for that. And I was like, literally, she needs to set up her child. Which was then funny because she's like, yo, she's kind of been trying. And it's like, she threw her into like gymnastics and then she started excelling at gymnastics. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, she's got to keep trying.
It's like it's a bittersweet feeling, like, oh, great.
Yeah, it's like, oh, damn, yeah, well done.
Get into fencing.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, she's got to get into something. She's got to obviously just keep trying and just like, you know, just setting her up, which is such a strange thing to do, but I see it, and it's a real thing. You have to learn to navigate failure, because it's inevitable. Like at some stage it pops up. And sometimes, you know, you're in a better position because it's like you expect it. But for some people it's like it comes as a shock. You know, and you don't want that. You kind of want to be like, damn, okay, cool. All right, let's evaluate and try again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's one thing I said about my daughter. Like, I wanted to fail quickly now and know how to thrive now over it, because if I have to teach you in your teenage years, then it's going to affect you in your 20s. Let's get used to failing and losing and dealing with how loss feels now. So when your brain is functional and you see opportunities, business opportunities, whatever, now you have a strategic approach. You can go, okay, I'm probably going to lose 3-4 times, but after the 5th time, we in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the child cries, so TK, you right now, and then Ellen, when the babies were small, pretty much, do you have fast reaction or slow reaction?
It's fast.
Oh, no, fast reaction or slow response? Like the reaction is like, oh my gosh, baby's crying. Okay, baby's crying.
It's both fast reaction and fast response now, for obvious reasons. I'm learning to try, like, even from the books I read and whatever is said from specialists, like, I'll try delay it. They'll say delay it so they can learn how to sleep by themselves or whatever. It's like, do you understand how loud this is? I am not in the mansion you wrote this in. I am in a complex where other people are trying to sleep. So it's like, I need to shut her up now, because someone upstairs or someone around is going to go, yo, your black baby, is so disrespectful. Does she not know it's the sub-purpose? Yeah.
Actually, that's a good factor, actually.
That's also a father way of looking at it.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's very practical. You're thinking of your surroundings. The neighbors are going to complain. The mother is like thinking, oh my gosh, my baby. What's wrong? How can I make it better? How can I? And I'm not saying you don't get there or you don't think that way, but for a male, it's more
logic.
It's logic. It's like Mariki, and then whoever's from this side is going to start complaining. So I need to make sure that you don't make other people uncomfortable. You know, how can I make you comfortable quickly so that they don't feel uncomfortable?
Yes, like that. Yeah.
But then also it happens like with the first kid. Then it's quick. They start crying. You know, you're there. You're quick. When the second one comes along, it's like, Ulelang. You stare at the child and you're like, why are you crying? The child cannot respond to you. But you're like, tell me, are you hungry? Or like, must I change you? What's happening? So the experience, it still hurts, but the experience sort of like delays that response as to, they fall down like, anything broken? Okay, walk a little bit, let me see. You start walking, you're fine.
That's where you got your sermon. Sometimes you need to break to heal. What?
Speaking of which, our favorite bishop.
Oh yeah.
Our favorite
Actually, as we wrap
bishop.
up, let's get through these things. We've reached the hour according to this.
TD Jakes had a health scare.
My pastor.
It's TK's bishop.
Yeah, I think it's
The disrespect in this house.
Is your pastor okay?
The good bishop. He's good. I saw something this morning where he was in a wheelchair just outside of the hospital. He was being discharged.
Was it a stroke?
Yeah.
Did they confirm it was a stroke?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a stroke.
What was it?
He said it wasn't a stroke, and in the
He himself.
he's talking. He's fine. He's talking.
Possessed by the Holy Spirit.
Oh wow.
Kabutisa.
No, that
Okay.
moment was like weird because especially even
looked-
after that whole "let him go in peace."
Say what now?
If you watch the video
Yeah,
when he's praying,
prayer.
it says "let him go in peace." Like it feels like he's talking directly to God. That's how I felt about it.
But then also,
Who is he talking about? Who's him then?
He's praying, though.
And then he goes quiet, and then it was like, of course the church leader's like, yes, Lord, yes.
for me, they took too long.
Can you not see what's going on?
Those bodyguard people that are forever around the state, they
thought it
took
was
too
in a
long.
spiritual moment. They did.
Yeah.
And they did. In their defense, because I watched it, and I was like, damn. It's so tricky because you're thinking he's in a moment
Yes.
when he's not.
Yeah.
Because on a normal day, you can't just pull up on him like that.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, yo, you're messing with the flow, bro. Type of thing. So they had to read it, and then it's a good thing that after a while, even when he's in those moments, somebody does come to kind of help him navigate the moment.
Yeah.
But then they realize, okay, now this is a little
This
bit
is something
Yeah.
serious.
different. So I did watch that, and I did have that same thought, but I didn't remember it because I've watched 2 or 3 other moments that he's had.
Remember earlier, I was saying that I study people.
I guess that's the other thing. Sorry, before you finish all this, the fact that he's had too many moments
He's had
on the internet.
moments.
And it's not that it's concerning or problematic. It's that that last moment is hard to read immediately and go,
There's
this is
an
a
issue.
medical issue. Because if you look at all the other moments that are on the internet, it's like, okay, you interpret it one way, you think, oh, this is just another. He's in his zone. Yeah, but like I guess the first indication was when you watch the video, when the way he put his mic down.
Yeah.
In that moment, you
And
could
it
tell.
started tapping.
Oh, that's weird.
If he didn't start tapping, they would have just let him go for a couple of more seconds.
Yeah, but when he said let him go in peace, I would love him to answer. What can you recall what happened? 'Cause that's a weird thing to say in your prayer. Who's him?
He'll probably like write a book. He's quick like that. I don't
Diss my
laugh.
guy like that.
I was just like,
He's
please
one
don't
of
let
the
him die, please
sincere-
don't let him die. There's like 2 books that I really need to buy, and I don't want it to be like exorbitant prices. So please don't let him die.
Of all the mega church guys,
But you know, right? If he was to go, people are going to now.
The price is gonna go up. Hold up, I didn't buy the 2 books.
before you die.
Oh, you
Please
guys.
don't, please. I just need those 2 books.
Of all the mega church guys, he does seem like the safest bet, or the most consistent bet. He hasn't done. There's the Diddy thing that came up, but there's never been anything else outside of that.
He's now suing somebody.
TJX,
Yeah.
the church or
Forgot-
TDJX?
TD Jakes.
For what?
This guy is saying that he, I don't know if the word is molested, and I can't remember his name. He's got a really weird name,
I mean, the moment you
but
say
it's sort of like something daddy. It's a weird name. But this person apparently was a pastor as well. So now he's alleging that TD Jakes had the first encounter. They were at a house, and he was standing up to go, and he said that my mom. This is all from YouTube, and
It was
you know,
allegedly.
allegedly, getting stuff from here and there. That my mom needs her car back. I've got to go. So dude stands up. TDJ stands up, and then the guy's walking towards the door. He gets there first. So the bishop gets there first, and then when he gets there, he hugs him and then kisses him. This is what this man says on an interview. And then he comes back to say that no, what had happened was still the same kind of vibe. Like, he's like, in his mind, why do you have to like rush? You know, we weren't even at the exit door. We still need to go through other rooms before we can leave the house. And then he said that the bishop then, I don't like using that word because it's sort of like Papa said. So TJ then said,
Wait,
No, like when you're saying the bishop all the time. For me, it's like, I'd rather say Pastor. It's TD Jakes. Called him, he called him and said that I'm going to be in your hood and this is where I'm going to stay. I want you to come and sleep with me. You're the only person I'm going to be sleeping with, and I hope you're not sleeping with anybody else because I don't want to make my wife sick. So it's all
Is
there
this
legal.
after the stroke?
This is just before. So apparently now he was going through this whole thing with like 10 other unnamed people. On the document it says John Doe, apparently, allegedly, because the only person that they know is that one people.
That are saying this happened to them.
He's suing this guy and other people,
And
who might have assisted him in, certain things and certain chats and saying that, hey. So, that was just a quick watch. So apparently that's where the stress had come from. And he just came from Zim.
It's tricky, dog. Titty's tricky, dog.
Anyone who's adopted the mega church business culture, it's always a weird predicament.
Because here's my thing, though, and we're going to a whole.
We've over an hour. Go.
But I can't drop the name. Damn it. But there's a reason why from the church we came from, the trio broke. Right? Mm-hmm. The serious trio, they broke. That other guy who left knows something, bro. He knows something, he saw something, and something's popping. He was just like, I ain't a part of this. I'm not staying for this any longer, actually. This ain't right. That's my chat, bro. Because the narrative we got, he was backsliding, he sinned. They dropped him. They said they dropped him from the team. I think that homie left because of some foul stuff. Because like, the Diddy thing happens in all industries. That's the honest truth. It happens in all industries. If you sit and hear tenderpreneur stories, you'll be shook out of your mind, bro.
Yeah.
And here is South Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who says, the church world or whatever is an exception? You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
That was a good promo for Commit, Conform, Control, coming soon.
Please do not put me on. I didn't consent to that.
It's a bit too late now.
I didn't consent to that.
Nah, you're not on the episode, don't worry.
I didn't consent to that. You may
on your own.
You might use my script. You can use the script. You can do the voiceover. But yeah, that's my only thing. Like with all of that, it's like it's also how I come to just the defense of where God and Christ is concerned, because I'm just like, all industries, institutions, organizations have bad seeds and bad apples. That's across the board. It is not, the quote unquote corruption is not a South African thing. Corruption is not an African thing. Yeah. Corruption is not a black people thing.
Yeah.
Corruption is corruption. Crime is crime. Wrong is wrong. There's no color, there is no gender.
I just really hope that it's not the case, only for the sake of the people that were led to salvation because they might have heard a sermon, a whatever.
I just think God is bigger though. That's also my thing. And I hear you.
Yeah,
You're absolutely right. Sorry. Let me rather say that first. You're absolutely right. I do think God is bigger though. I think God uses a person and will use different individuals. But I don't think salvation is because of the person. So, so this person's existence does not maintain
Oh yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's valid. Wherever it's done.
I think you're trying to go with someone's falling shouldn't affect the thousands of people who have been affected or impacted by it. The lives
Yeah,
of
I mean, if you were saved, clap, something,
If you were saved,
a long time ago,
like that.
then, and you're still on that journey of salvation, because in the Bible it says, you better work it out for yourself, right? Calvin is not going to hold my hand forever, ever. He brought me to church, he helped me through, a couple of things, and then that is it, right? So you've got to figure out God for yourself. I'm just talking about like people who are still shaking,
I get you. I get you.
But man, just like
Yeah.
outside of everything else, just the way he can, what is the word? Orate, talk, whatever,
Yeah.
all day,
He's
every
the best
day.
communicator. That
Like, if I could be on that level, hallelujah.
You'd also own a church.
No. No. But I'd really.
The speaking engagements I have. Yo!
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Because
What's Positive Quiet to me?
That is exactly what I want to say, right? Because now I listened to his. He was at the leadership seminar. Temagwa was at the TD Jake's leadership seminar, right? And I watched his thing, and I was like, and maybe my small little nyana brain doesn't get the magnitude of what he does. So I'm going to say that first before you. I mean, who am I? You probably won't.
You're talking about Positive?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm watching this thing and I'm like, okay, this is you are called to speak to other business people, to speak to other leaders about business in the kingdom, right? But it ended up being more of like, for my side, a testimony of how he was business, and then God said, without me, there's no that.
Was he specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now he has found, and then it ended up being very, not motivational, but it was
motivation.
testimony, it was motivation, it was, guys with God kind of thing. And it was great, nothing against it. But then I'm just like, guys, if I can get myself together, I'm not trying to say even me I can do that. Who's that? Even me I can do. But
Even me?
even me I can do that. If I just get my shit together, I can go and talk like to a group of people, and I'm saying that because I can see it in the small groups that I'm doing, right?
Yes.
So the impact that I've got on my one-on-ones and the impact that I've got in the little groups that I've got, if I just pulled it out and I went on a bigger scale,
Let me tell you, Wisdom has packaging.
yeah,
Guys, sorry for the overtime.
It's not
it's not like it's the first time anyway.
It's everyone's. It's
everyone's
everyone's
fault.
fault.
It's everybody's fault,
It's
especially
packaging.
mine. Yeah.
It's just packaged very well. It sounds great. Looks
Yeah.
great. Therefore, it is great.
That is true.
That's what it is.
But we've learned in our old age how important packaging is.
Yeah.
It is
so
very
important.
Yeah.
And all I need to do is solid perception, not solid quality.
Thank you.
No, that's the Positive move is one of the moves I'm holding. I'm finna tap into it as I'm
The
saying.
fact that Levi's, LV, Gucci, whatnot, all have the same makers, and they just figure out who's the better marketer. It's ANCDA. It's all the mega trends going, come here because
Yeah.
it's who's got the better marketing.
So you're gonna help me get there,
Oh, you're
like
not-
on a friends and family kind of
Guys, finish.
basis. I'm just saying because he's gonna charge.
We'll talk
I'm
about
just
that,
saying.
of course, we'll charge it.
Okay,
Okay, we'll have to
finish.
Why don't we finish?
He's the finisher.
Finish.
We're done. Grand.
Okay,
Talk.
okay, but last one.
Quickly.
Oh, second last one. So
Yo.
you chat. We're not going to go deep. It's just an update.
You go.
96 undocumented children were found in the Stillfontein mine. Emerged.
96
96
They were part
children.
of
They were minors.
Yes.
Okay, not minors, like
So-
but like they mining.
They asked the youngest. you know. We should have listened when he said finish. 'Cause
No,
Down
I had to correct this.
I have never.
So dumb.
No,
Oh, no.
Like, English. You know how English.
Blame it on anything. It's fine.
Are they working? Okay, were they workers? In the
Okay.
mine?
On a very serious note, TK,
So bad.
pull yourself to. You're gonna drop stuff. Come closer. I've never seen him like this. He's usually the one that causes the problems.
So bad.
Are they workers?
So they were brought to South Africa. So it's now a trafficking issue.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, because they were brought to South Africa under the guise that we've got work. And so the South African government is now speaking to the Zimbabwean, what's that other country just here?
Next to who?
Here by South Africa, man. Mozambican and I think Lesotho embassies, I think. As to how to get these children back home. Because the youngest that they spoke to date is 14.
14.
Yes.
So it's given like Sierra Leone mines.
Yeah, so it's like
blood diamonds.
we don't have any other choice at home. Home is bad, but there's work in South Africa, and they don't know until they are there
And it's also bad.
that it's bad now. You know. So yeah, this situation is worse than I think we could ever imagine. We don't know what is happening in South Africa, our land.
This would be a good movie 5 years down the line, 2 years down the line.
Yeah, TK.
Because I think it's the whole conflict of, as a South African, why are you here? You should not be here. And then media says people are stuck, but then in the back of your mind, you go, they're not stuck. They know how to get out. They don't stuck. You can't get out.
Yeah.
You just know you're surrounded by
It came
police.
in, yeah.
Yeah.
And then death 1, death 2,
Yeah.
minors.
Yeah.
And now the conflict in your mind goes, it's
Yeah.
not that forget not being here, it's I don't want you to die.
Yeah.
But why are you here?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's a beautiful movie, if we're being honest.
And also,
Like,
the ones
like
that died are the ones that perhaps we are aware that at this level, I don't know what the terms would be, but down this shaft, there's maybe about 10, 15 people because of the ones that came out. No, sitting down there are about this amount of people. And then the next one comes out, no, there's this. So now you know that, no, one passed away. So I was just like watching, and they said that once you die, outside of this situation where there's police waiting for you, you die, they just throw you down a shaft. So your child or your brother, your sister came to South Africa, right? And they went to go look for work. And
went into a mine and never came out.
went into a mine, never came out. And now you're watching this, you're hearing about this, you're like, maybe my brother's going to come back because we haven't heard from him. Maybe he's one of those. And some do come back, and one of yours say, maybe you might even get the story by talking to those that have returned.
Yeah.
This is what he looked like, this is who he was. Oh yeah, no, he passed away and they threw him down. Because once you're in there, because of the syndicates, you can't just say, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Gavai.
Yeah.
There's no turning back. You will work or they'll kill you.
Yeah. Sounds like the US Army. But anyway.
Let's go.
Yeah. Quick one. Just quick one. Fun vibes. Does anyone on a fun note? In December. Fears and experiences. Right?
Yeah.
So I was watching something earlier and it made me think about this. So, deep waters, cruise ships, underground caves, where people go through like small
Yeah,
to
no.
get into underground caves. Australia, because Australia's
The
Australia.
entire thing.
Snakes, spiders. What's like your fear? Like, yo, please count me out. Count me out. Like,
Oh, the ones you mentioned, no, not really. I don't think I'm more curious. I don't think I'm
what's your fear? Tuki? What do you fear? Like,
whites. I don't know.
exactly.
But it's at the end, guys. You made it to the end.
It's just like, man.
What's your I'm watching this thing. This guy in his dope BMW has a snake stuck inside it. Like he had a whole python.
Stuck? Or he put, and he's like, this is my
Is that real footage or is
we traveling together?
In certain places, they do warn you about that. Like,
Yeah, they go for the warmth.
Yes.
Oh.
So it had it
In Australia?
inside. No. I just forgot where this was, to be honest. But yeah, he had to take it to, which is also the funny part.
Now you've got to drive the damn thing.
He had to take it to a dealership and they took it apart to take out the python because it was so huge. Huge python, like proper.
And in South Africa, they go, I have a snake in my car. Show me. No, don't come here. Take a picture.
Take a picture.
Show
So
me.
we can-
Oh, it's big. Okay.
But then how did he find out? Because if
Yes.
your car's not old and doesn't give you problems, you're not going to be opening the
Yeah.
bonnet like in jail for no good reason.
Yeah.
So unless you're going to the garage for something, how do you?
I forgot, because I've seen something like that before. I forgot how the guy found out.
There's a certain kind of group that likes checking everything. I don't know why they check
Yeah.
everything, but they. I guess if also
You're
if you're in a
actually
certain.
taught in order
You
to
should,
get your
yeah.
license.
But
you
I guess
should
if you're in a
be
certain
checking
country and a
everything
certain landscape, you
all
should.
the time.
I mean, if you're in a city, the likelihood is less, but certain areas, maybe come on.
Sometimes
that
they
kind of
wonder over
behavior.
there.
Yeah, my thing is small. I think I might be claustrophobic. The thought of small spaces creeps me out. Like a tiny space, like being in a small space,
Yeah.
it throws me off. Like an elevator probably is like it's fine for the most part, not so tight. Even if it gets stuck, I've been stuck in an elevator maybe 2-3 times. I don't trip out. Everything's okay. I just feel like y'all need to fix the shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
about it. But like when they navigating through like caves and then they go through that where they've got, I'm just like, that shit would probably freak me out because I can't see, especially if I can't see exit, and then I can't see where am I going?
I get that sentiment. I think I'll still go through it though. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
In my head, I would like to believe I'll still go through it, but I could be wrong. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a random thought. I don't think I'll do cruise ships now that I think about it.
You don't need to be Titanic.
It's cruise ships, man. It's
The-
tricky in the water. The ocean, or like the ocean and the sea is very tricky because it's like it's this big, huge ass thing that if you're in it, you can't.
You're subject
you
to-
can't navigate
Yeah.
out. You can't say I'm deciding to navigate out. But like when you're on ground, you can have some
Yeah.
attempt
Yeah,
navigating out. That's my issue with the water.
I think as we close, the only thing I
Yeah.
was thinking about is Americans said, we can now confirm aliens are real. Show us. No. Why did you come here? What? Are you trying to admit that your race is the alien? Like, that's what I thought, like, oh, you mean you're the alien?
Americans gaslight hell out.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't.
They were in court, and I don't know about the race the ladies. I think she's like Asian
So
and
much
white.
time on your hands. So much time to go to court to say that there
okay.
are other people. No, not you.
I thought you were
don't
trying
have
to
any
go for
time.
me, like-
No, you don't have enough time. You need more time to deal. But
The way he explains it, it's like it makes sound so scientific. Like we found parts, we picked up parts, and the technology we picked up suggests that there are ages ahead of us because our spaceships can only go G minus I think 6 or something.
We have spaceships?
G force is 6. You know what that means? Like when you, for example, in your car and you theirs is in the thousands. So we're trying to reverse engineer how they were able to build that.
How did you even test it?
They're saying they're reverse
Yeah,
engineering
they
it.
lie. How did you even test it?
Yeah, and then they
Was
said,
it written on a sticker?
oh no, there's more. They said, we think that they go into the ocean.
Wow.
And I guess that now also adds to this is why you stopped exploring the ocean and start exploring space. Okay, now I have issues with the idiots.
They lie, boy. As people lie, boy. Gaslighters, them niggas.
Yeah.
But anyway, stand.
Yeah.
Let's
just a quick question: What is the fear of men? And is that a developing thing or something that you can be born with?
Fear of man.
Men,
Men.
not man as in human race. Men, as in
men,
Nina.
gender.
Yes.
You feel scared of men?
I like have serious anxiety attacks now.
Damn.
Like every single man is a suspect. You know, like on TikTok when they say suspect, what. Every single one of them is now, like first I thought it was bad, but now I'm just like, everybody. Yeah. So there's a spider. I had a rain spider in my house the other day, and I saw it like,
Is huge.
I was like, my God. And I was like, if I stay in my bed and pretend that I didn't see it, like maybe it'll find its way out, or I have to kill this thing.
Yeah.
Luckily, my kids weren't there. I found it.
You killed it.
I killed it.
Your kids would have not let you do that? They would have not let you kill it?
No, they would have.
Oh.
But for me, it was like, I'm the grown up here. I have to do it. I'm scared of it, but I have to do it.
Yes.
So I killed it, and I like threw a whole box on top of it and left it there. Till tomorrow, the box was still there. I just went around the box for like 24 hours. I just did nothing except go around the box because I was like, I can't even see this thing.
Yeah,
you know.
This could just be
No,
right.
I had to check because you know when you drop something, it might just.
Yeah.
So I checked, it was there, and I was like, I'm not going to deal with you right now. Get out,
I get you.
So in situations like that where there's no help coming, you have to deal with the snake, the spider, the whatever.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you might be able to do it, but I'm getting to the place where now I'm like, okay, I have to go from point A to point B.
Yeah.
I don't have a car.
Yeah.
And more often than not, I'm going to request an Uber or a
Yes.
Bolt, and it's going to be a man.
Yeah.
And that entire trip is just hell for me, you know. And you can't do anything. And then I get to wherever I need to go, and then I've got to like, okay, now you've conditioned yourself to deal with those situations.
Got you.
So for me, it's now turning into
probably a
men.
whole thing. Yeah, it's probably a whole chat. And I'm sure you're not the only one. Yeah.
A part of us can only hope that it's going to be better this December.
Where? How?
It's like, but the frequency does not allow for security or awareness. And that's concerning.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So we stay at home.
It's crazy how aware you become.
Stay at home.
I'm staying at home.
I will stay home.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not staying home. It's up right now, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
Yeah.
Whichever way.
My thing is, I have to.
Okay.
That is a cue.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
true.
But my cue is like, my chat is, I have to find a man that I can trust, that I call my friend. So once upon a time, I called Calvin my friend.
Yeah.
And I would go with Calvin everywhere. And we all know that Calvin may be looking, you know, but he's not expressing it. And I feel safe with him until he expresses that. And now I no longer have that bodyguard, you know? So now it's like we don't have friends. I can't take my friend. Not everybody has a great gay friend to go out with. I wish I had gay friends because life would be so much easier. The other time I said, the only events I will ever consider attending is a queer event. Because the men are not looking at me. And the women, once I say, look, I'm just here for the vibes, they don't want somebody who isn't, yabo.
Yeah.
They'll leave me alone. That's the only place I'm going to go. If you want to invite me, it's queer. Yeah, you're hoping. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. But that's it. Anyway, let's go home.
Let's take it home.
Crazy. Real chat though. Real chat. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate you guys. This is, what is it? We're close to basically just wrapping up the year. It's been a great year. We appreciate you guys, you know, navigating with us till this point. Let's end the year proper. We're almost there. It's almost this. Well, it is December actually, but you're almost released from the shackles of your tables and desks. So yeah, please do continue to support us. Subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment, tell us what you think about what we've spoken about, and yeah, let us know where you at this December. Are you home? Are you chilling? Are you partying? Are you going away? Are you going back home? Because we know most of y'all don't live out here. None of us live in Johannesburg. None of us are from Johannesburg. Let me rather say that, actually. But yeah, engage with us. Follow us on social media. Follow TK as he posts his weekly updates. Follow Ellen as she posts the new content that's really dope and funny. Follow me for whatever it is that you like that I've been posting. And then, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Like I said, this is another episode of Before You Weekend, where we talk about the week before it ends. One time.
You're watching before you weekend.